Alright, starting with the first bedroom. They didn't size or prime the drywall. And you can see the damage is pretty extensive, just removing the paper. Due to them wallpapering straight into the drywall, and it just tears that up. Rips the paper right off. This is why you prime. We've got more of it here where, again, the wallpaper is just, it bonds to the outer shell of the drywall, or the sheetrock, that paper finish, and then just rips it up as soon as you're done. Another factor we've got going on here, we've got some pretty extensive plaster repairs that we're getting to the point of, I think we're beyond 50%, which is usually the limit as far as, how much are you going to spend on patching, and probably not to get the result that you want, because just due to the damage that we've had. If we skip along into here, okay, this is second bedroom. A little bit better in here. At least here they sized the drywall. There's a good example of why you should prime. That's drywall, and you can see the damage is not nearly what it is in the other room. However, with that said, the plaster has been hiding some ugly secrets. Be honest, it kind of looks, at least on this wall's been washed, so it's a little smoother than anything I've shown so far. That's just staining that would cover. However, you start getting into here, and you can, I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but we've got cracks, and that's fine. That's in the proposal. You tape that and you take care of it. But you can see all these old repairs that people have been doing. Every gray area, this is old repair, old repair, old repair. All that discoloration. Again here, cracks going down, and that's fine. Tape it. But what concerns me is, one, we've got some issues on this ceiling, almost like there was paste up there at one time and they just painted straight over it. You see that alligatoring up. That needs to be addressed. We had those same kind of issues. I don't know if we can see this in the ceiling itself, pretty much everywhere. Okay, there we go. And that's kind of going, all the way down the ceiling. Shoot. We start getting into these issues where, where are we at as far as what's worth doing here? I mean, you can patch all day, basically, and just, you're probably not going to get, I don't know if you're going to get where you need to be. I mean, at some point you got to weigh the cost versus the, the value of the work you get. And all these repairs up here, this is just somebody's, old patching. That's pretty much everywhere. Okay, that's all old patching. If you see gray, that's joint compound. And you got, I don't know how much the camera picks up, but when you get so much of this, and it seems to be pretty much everywhere, where the outer layer is just, going away. Your plaster's had some water damage, especially in this area, all that yellow. That's water damage. Again, this has been washed, and it sounds pretty solid. We've got some issues going on here. you know, but I don't. At this point, if it were me, I'd have to weigh, you know, if you skim this, if you taped everything, taped all the cracks, just like you're supposed to, and that's fine, but there's going to be so many small imperfections that, you know, you're past the point of, the damage is past the point of, you know, just dents, dings, scratches, gouges, stuff that are normally, you know, one would normally expect. This is going beyond that, unfortunately. I would recommend taping every single crack, of course, but in order to get any type of good looks on these walls, I would skim everything twice, sand it, and start over. I wouldn't try to save these walls. I wouldn't try to paint them. I wouldn't think that I could fix them and say, you know what, that's good enough. Honestly, I'd have to figure out, okay, well, what would you charge me to skim every room, every area, every single area that's itemized? I would probably add on like $500, because I don't think these original walls are worth saving. I really don't. They're horrible. You've got so many imperfections. I mean, you can only do so much with what you're given, and that's fine. But stuff like that, you know, we didn't even bid on any of the ceilings, but you know, you're gonna have to fix that ceiling before you do anything with these walls. I mean, as far as painting them, you can prep the walls out, but stuff like that, we need to take care of, you know. And again, I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Let's see. Yeah, you got a lot of alligatoring going on in these ceilings, and that should not be there. Again, thanks, you know, somebody sized the wall, or at least primed it. That wall's worth saving. That's the kind of damage you would expect. But these plaster walls, they're so stained up. They're just so uneven with the patching, because they're just, it's horrible. So I'm going to try to recommend a little bit more money, because I think it'd be worth the investment, and see what happens.